Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard of Test Automation and AI, and today I'm going to have a very short video showing you something really cool that has to do with WebSim. It's a website called WebSim AI. I discovered it just a little while ago, and what happens is that you can describe a website you want to build by just describing what you want, and it all uses AI to go and create that. As you can see, there are several different games and sites that have been already created over here, and I'm going to show you how I created something myself. Now, I've done a couple of things before. I've done a CAPTCHA simulator just so I could have my automation tool kind of figure out how CAPTCHA works, which is kind of cool. But today I'm going to look at an American European roulette wheel highlighter. So to start off with, we're going to go right back to the beginning over here and describe what it was that I wanted to build, that it used to build this. This prompt says to display an American roulette wheel, add 38 buttons labeled 0, 1 through 36 in 4 rows. And I wanted it actually vertically across. I never got to that, but I came up with a better solution later on. So stick around to the end. By the way, if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button over here, please. And let's continue on. So I asked it to create buttons, and also the 0 and 00 buttons will be green. Well, it put this together. It said, okay, I actually knew that you wanted this. I didn't actually ask it to color these things red and black. It intuitively figured out that maybe I want a display in 3 columns that would look like a roulette table, and it also I specifically said I want 0 and 00 to be green. And if I click on them, yay, that's cool. But there's also this circle. I kind of expected some numbers to be up here, maybe something like a roulette wheel. This was okay to start, but it should have numbers, so if I click on a 2 up here would highlight. So I went to the next approach, version 2, and I said, please generate an American wheel with numbers with a gray circle. Okay, the gray circle is up there. When the corresponding number is clicked on the number, the wheel will highlight. Nope, still didn't get it. So I'll give it I gave it a few more shots. Can you add a wedge? I'm like, can you put a wedge up here for this? And I said, okay, remove the wheel from here and just put up these numbers, and maybe we can have them around over here. And if I click on a number, hey, they highlight. Okay, well, this is close to what I want. Okay, next thing, just put those numbers in a circle. Hey, it figured it out. All right, we got it. And if I click on 9, well, nothing really happens over here. So I said, okay, when a button is clicked, the corresponding number in the wheel will highlight. Now, if I click on 9, yeah. Oh, there we go. It's actually popping up there. You can see them. This is in yellow, and the 11 is yellow. The 8 I clicked is yellow. The 9 is yellow. So it's hard to really see this. So I said, okay, when a button is clicked, it is highlighting blue. Well, this is blue, but now, and I can't quite see the blue around this. Not going great. So I wanted to see what other colors can I use? Like if I click on 1, will it be yellow and then everything else will be blue? Yes, that's cool. When I click on the 1 in the circle, it will highlight in yellow. I realized that this is not correct. 0, 00, 30. It kind of randomly did this. I know the 0 is at the top and the 00 is at the bottom. So let me tell it to rearrange it in a standard American roulette wheel with 0 at the top and 00. And look, there's 0 and that 0. Yes, and the 1 and the 27 and 2 and the 28 are next to them. These are in the correct numerical sequence for a roulette wheel. That is great. Over here, there was on the side, it didn't seem to make sense, but now if I asked it to move them, now they're over here. Well, this is cool. And it's actually highlighting in a deep blue. That's cool, but my 1 is coming up yellow because I asked it to be yellow. We'll fix that shortly. Next, it says the 1 button should highlight in blue. I don't want it to be yellow. I want it to be blue, and that's fixed. All right, cool. Now, display the numbers as seen below horizontally so that everything can be seen. I was wondering if this could take this and go horizontally across. So the next thing was I was wondering, maybe I could display this left to right. And I actually asked it to display the numbers horizontally so that they can be seen, and it basically kind of lost that whole vibe of what the roulette betting table looks like. And I'm like, okay, forget that. I'm going to go back to where I was. And the next thing was I took the American version of this and I decided, let's go see if we can create a European version. So I said, remove the 00 and reorder the numbers in the circle for a European wheel. Well, there it is, 0, 32, 26. That is exactly a European wheel. And then I had to go and refix that, the highlight, because I wasn't sure about the highlights. So I changed the highlight from a blue to an orange to see if they would stand out a little bit more. Mostly the highlight around the buttons. I didn't care for that. So I thought, okay, what if I make the highlight a thick green button outline? Well, it put it on the numbers rather than on the buttons. So I'm still trying to make the buttons highlight. So I'm going to make the highlight of the buttons the same green line. And I said no fade. Well, there we go. The highlight is now working perfectly. And I click on this. You can't tell that it's highlighted because this green and this green is essentially the same green. So I told it, go and make this a darker green. Like, okay, so bit by bit, we're getting there. And then I tried to do this. I wanted to say, okay, what if I can put a button in between? I said, add smaller invisible buttons between each corner bat and highlight these so that if I were to click in the center, and it would essentially highlight all 4 buttons over here. And it did not. So I gave up on that. And then I tried again to rotate the 3 columns. And again, I got the same results there. That's not what I was looking for. So now I said, okay, let's do this. Create 2 panes. And this I was doing it, by the way, on my iPhone. And of course, the iPhone is vertical, so it's a little bit harder to scroll up and down when you're looking at this, because it's saying scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down. I didn't want that. And then I wanted to have the whole screen. So I said, go and create 2 panes, and the top will hold the circle of numbers. The bottom will be scrolled to hold the number of numbers. And look at this. It puts the scroller in here, but it keeps this in here. Does it still work? Yeah, look at those numbers popping in there. Cool. And then the last thing was that what I saw was that the circle was not quite an oval when it was displaying on my iPhone. So I said, hey, fix the gray oval so that it is a perfect circle. And there it is. We have a beautiful perfect circle. And this is kind of cool going around. So now I've gotten this to work, but I wanted to get back to my American Roulette wheel and show you what the point of all this is. So the point is that I was looking for an optimal way to make a bet on a roulette wheel so that I would have essentially a large pocket and not just random numbers like this. Let's say I wanted to win if I hit the 0. Well, I looked at the 0 and the 1 and the 2. Look at these. They're right next to each other. That's kind of cool. And if I did a bet here on these 5, well, this 3 is kind of an outlier, but okay. What if I do a 10, 11, a 14, and a 13? There's a nice little grouping over there, looking good. What if I did 27 and 28? Oh, we're starting to get kind of a grouping that looks pretty cool. In fact, the numbers between here, 20, 30, 29, 26, and 25, we're getting a nice little grouping over there. It can't be possible that there's some sort of alignment of numbers that would be pretty cool. And what if I put a chip on 35 and 36? Well, that highlights everything over here except for 2 outliers, 9 and 24. Well, here's, if I put 1 chip on 24 and I would put 1 chip on 9, I have a big wide pocket. And so if that ball lands anywhere near 0, there's a pretty good chance I'm making money. All right, I am Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard. This has been WebSim AI, and I built this in about an hour this morning right off my iPhone. I hope that you guys have yourself a great day and check out more apps. And look, again, if you thought this was cool, if you thought it was neat, please like and subscribe down here, because there's more AI and test automation coming on this channel. And for all you armchair statisticians, that's a hard word to say. Have yourself a great day.